Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1969 season is on the air. Today's date is July 13, 1969. We have our first trip here at Memorial Stadium as the Boston Red Sox take on the Baltimore Orioles. This is a pretty important game here in the American League East. The Red Sox come into this game a record of 51-38. They are in second place behind the Orioles, who come into this game a record of 58-30. So at this moment, the Red Sox, they are 7.5 back of the Orioles for first place in the American League East. Long way to go, and the Red Sox will probably wrap up a postseason the way things are going here. But still, you might get a chance to get maybe closer to win the division and maybe have home field. But you never know what might happen. And so this is an important game tonight. Jeremy Brooks and Craig Scarborough are first to join us here at Memorial Stadium. The Orioles historically won this game. Orioles 6 runs, 12 hits, no errors. Red Sox 3 runs, 9 hits, no errors. But we all know that Inside Pitch has a mind of its own. So as we get further and further into the month of July, as the teams get closer and closer to vying for playoff positioning, who knows what may happen here on Inside Pitch. It is time to play a little baseball. Starting pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles tonight is Dave McNally. We've seen him before, 20 wins, 7 losses, a 3.21 ERA, 166 strikeouts, and 78 walks in 69. We are at Memorial Stadium. Pretty neutral, but does favor pitchers. 133 home runs hit there, -2 to strikeouts and -1 to walks, as Brian B. joins us here at Memorial Stadium. And he had a cycle. And, of course, it would be Cesar Cedeno who would do it. So if everybody is set and ready to go, let's go to the top of the first. Leading off for the Red Sox will be the third baseman, Sid O'Brien. 243 average, 9 homers, 29 RBIs in 69. We're going to use orange, white, and black dice. Orioles are the home team. Ben Witz now joins us here at Memorial Stadium. A big game between the BOS Sox and the Blackbirds. Let's play some baseball. McNally, 2-3 against a righty. It's a blank. O'Brien, 4-1. He flies out to center field. And that's going to be caught by Merv Rettenmund for out number 1. Next batter is the second baseman, Mike Andrews, a 293 average, 15 homers, 59 RBIs in 69. McNally, a 6-1. That's a range play at the park. Memorial Stadium, 6-2. That's a ground ball to first. That ball is hit to Boog Powell. He wasn't too bad. His range is a 4, and that's a 5. And that's going to be a base hit for Mike Andrews, as Powell's not going to be able to get that one. And it will be a single for Andrews. So a runner on first, infield double play. And now we'll see the left fielder, Captain Carl Yastrzemski, Hall of Famer, absolutely. And I think one of the greatest of all time. 255 average, 40 homers, 111 RBIs. He played in every game for Boston in 69. Sports Time Machine, Utah Mike joins us here at Memorial Stadium. Andrews had a stolen base that year. He won't get one here. McNally, 6'5", strikeout, 18 is high. Yaz, 4-2. That's a ground out to short. 2-3-4. Second base pivot, Davy Johnson, +1. A 1-5. It's a double play. They got it. Side retired. 6-4-3. As Yastrzemski hits into the twin killing, no runs and a hit, we will go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Boston Red Sox. For the Boston Red Sox tonight is gentleman Jim Lonborg. 7 wins, 11 losses, a 4.50 ERA. 100 strikeouts and 62 walks that year in 69. Not one of his better seasons, but I was told that Jim Lonborg was very loved in Boston. XSG2 joins us here at Memorial Stadium. So now let's see what B. Moore has to do as we go to the bottom of the first. Leading off for the Orioles will be the left fielder, Don Buford, 291 average, 11 homers, 64 RBIs in 69. Lonborg, 5'2", range play. Buford, 2-3. It's a single to center field, but it's a range play for Reggie Smith. He goes after it. His range is a 4. He can't get it either, and that's going to be a base hit. That'll be a single for Buford. It was a single straight center field, but it's a range play, so Buford leads off with a hit. Infield double play. And now the center fielder, Merv Rettenmund, 247 average, 4 homers, 25 RBIs in 69. Buford staying put. Lonborg, 6'5", at the park. Memorial Stadium, 3-2. That's a fly out to left. And Captain Carl will go ahead and make the catch. And this will bring up this guy, right fielder, Frank Robinson. Hall of Famer, absolutely. One of the greatest of all time. I don't think anybody has an issue if I say that. 308 average, 32 homers, 100 RBIs for Mr. Robinson. Strategy roll, nothing on the 13. Buford stays put. Lonborg, 5'4", strikeout, 16 will be too high. Frank, 2-4, and against a righty, that's a ground ball to second base. 3-3-4. Shortstop pivot, Petrocelli, a 0. A 1-4, they turn a double play. They won't. The throw will go to first. Buford will go to second base for out number 2. That was the only play he had. So grounder to short. And now we'll see the first baseman, the big man himself, Boog Powell, and he was ripped. 304 average, 37 homers, 121 RBIs. I still wonder how this Orioles team lost to the Mets. Strategy roll, that's a 1. Buford gets the steal sign, but he's going to stay at second. Lonborg will deal. Lonborg, 3-1, possible error. Powell, 1-2. That's popped up to first base, and going after that is George Scott. His ever rating is a 9. That's a 9, and he's going to drop a pop fly ball. That's going to be a drop pop fly, and I believe that will score Buford. I don't get that often. And 1 base, otherwise a 2 base. It's an automatic 2 base error. Buford will come around to score. Powell will wind up at second base. It's 1-0 Orioles. George Scott drops a pop fly, and that's going to be a big error. That is an E3. Powell will wind up at second base, and that's the first error on the Red Sox. They did not have, neither team had errors in the game in historically. So a big-time drop fly, and now that'll bring up the third baseman, the greatest fielding third baseman in baseball history, Mr. Brooks Robinson, the vacuum cleaner. 234 average, 23 homers, 84 RBIs in 69. Strategy roll, nothing on the 11. Powell stays at second. Lonborg, 1-2 against a righty. Strikeout plus 10. That 8 will get him. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is the first strikeout for Lonborg, but 1 run, 1 hit, and 1 error. And the Orioles are taking a quick 1-0 lead here after 1. As DB and Doug Hunt and Marlon Price join us here at Memorial Stadium. We go to the top of the second, and leading off for the Red Sox will be the center fielder, Reggie Smith. Heck of a player. I don't think anyone here has a problem if I say he belongs in the Hall of the Very Good. Some people think he's a Hall of Famer. I don't know. 309 average, 25 homers, 93 RBIs in 69. McNally, 3-4, blank. Smith, 4-2. That's a single. He'll hit that one past second base. And a leadoff hit for the Red Sox. And now the shortstop, Rico Petrocelli, 297 average, 40 homers, 97 RBIs, another loved Red Sox player. Infield at double play. Smith at 7 stolen bases. He will not get any here. McNally will go ahead and pitch. McNally, 1-3, strikeout 9. That is too high. Petrocelli, 3-4. That's a single into left field. It's a base hit. Reggie Smith, base running of 4. Single to left, -1, a 1-3. Smith will get to third, and he will. And Petrocelli's got a chance to take second. His BR is a 3. He will get there. Not a good play by Don Buford out there in left field. He didn't misplace the ball, but that's going to be an extra base for Petrocelli. So the Red Sox got something cooking here. And now the batter will be the right fielder, Tony Conigliaro. 255 average, 20 homers, 82 RBIs in 69. They will call the infield in. You got a runner on third. So they're going to call it in here. Strategy roll. That is a 1, nothing happening. McNally will pitch. McNally, 3-2. Possible error. Conigliaro, 3-3. That's a base hit to left field. It's a single. Left fielder Buford's error rating is a 4. That's a 17. He won't make an error. We know Reggie Smith automatically comes in to score. Petrocelli, base runner 3. Single to left +2. A 1-5 he will score. He will. A 2 RBI single by Conigliaro, and the Red Sox retake the lead. It's 2-1. Stadium groans. 2 RBIs for Conigliaro. And he will hold it first as the Red Sox now take a 2-1 lead. And now the batter is the first baseman, George Scott, General Patton. 253 average, 16 homers, 52 RBIs in 69. Still nobody out here on the top of the second. Conigliaro did have 2 there. And nothing on the 10. McNally will pitch. McNally, 6-3. Home run result against the lefty. Scott needs a 16. That's a 13, and that is gone. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. And that ball is gone. Home run, George Scott. Stadium groans. A 2 RBI blast by George Scott as McNally puts that one right over the plate. Scott turns that meatball into lasagna. It is 4-1 Red Sox. As PFLQR joins us here at Memorial Stadium. And that will bring up the catcher, Jerry, I know how to park the Red Sea, Moses. Jerry Moses, I know nothing about him. Not a bad year, though, in 69 for only 53 games. 304 average, 4 homers, 17 RBIs. He's the catcher for the Red Sox in the ballgame. Still nobody out in the top of the second, 4-1 Red Sox. McNally, 6-3. Again with the home run result, but the 19 is high. Moses, 5-2. That's a power hit to right field. That's an 11. It's going to be too high in there as well. And that's just going to be a fly out the ref. And that will be Frank Robinson making the catch. And they go talk to McNally on the mound real quick, try to settle him down. He's pitched 2 meatballs. He's lucky both of them weren't lasagna. And now that'll bring up the pitcher, Jim Lonborg, an 0.98 average and 2 RBIs in 69. McNally, 6-1. Range play at the park. Memorial Stadium, 2-4. It's a single to right field, but it's a range play for Frank Robinson. His range is a 2. Can't get it. And that's going to be a base hit for Jim Lonborg as he'll get a single. So Lonborg picks up an RBI here, and he claps his hands saying, DH, I don't need no stinking DH. And now the batter is O'Brien, and right now the Red Sox are turning on this Oriole team big time. Infield to double play. And nothing on the strat. Lonborg stays where he is. McNally, 1-5, strikeout 8. Got him, struck him out. O'Brien a little bit worse against lefties, and that is the first strikeout for McNally. 2 down. I should say McNally. Next up is Andrews. Andrews is 1 for 2, got a base hit his first time up. 4-1 Red Sox, top of the second. And nothing happening there. McNally, 4-1, strikeout 8. That will be too high. Andrews, 5-3, and that's a ground ball to the shortstop. That'll be taken by Mark Belanger. And he's going to run to second base and tag it, and that'll force out Lonborg. And the inning is over. 4 runs, 5 hits, a 2-run bomb by George Scott. And the Red Sox have taken the lead here in this game as we go to the bottom of the second. Leading off for the O's will be the catcher, Ellie Hendricks. 244 average, 12 homers, 38 RBIs in 69. Lonborg with the pitch. 2-4, range play at the park. Memorial Stadium, 5-1. That's a power hit to left field. That's an 8. That's a possible single, but it's a range play for the left fielder, and that is Captain Carl. His range is a 4, and he will make the catch and take a single away from Hendricks. 1 out. That's a fly out to left. So 1 down. And now the batter is the second baseman, Davey Johnson. He will win a championship with some baseball team in 1986. 280 average, 7 homers, 57 RBIs in 69. 1 man down. Lonborg, 1-4. Wild pitch, ball 1. 5-5. Home run result against a righty. Johnson needs a 6. The 14 is too high. Johnson, 4-3, but he will get a base hit. He'll hit that one pass short. He doesn't get a homer, but he does get a single. And so far, it looks like pitching may be taking the night off. Next up is the shortstop, Mark Belanger. 287 average, 2 homers, 50 RBIs in 69. Infield is double play. And that is a 2. Johnson not going anywhere. Belanger does get the hit and run, but he's not doing that. You're down by 3 runs here. You're swinging normally. Lonborg, a 2-4 range play at the park. Memorial Stadium, 4-2. That's a fly ball to right field. Going after that is Tony Canigliaro. He stunk. His range is a 1, and that's a 3. And that's going to be a base hit to right field. Johnson, base runner 3, single to right plus 3 makes him an automatic 6, and Johnson will get the third. So now a single for Belanger, and that will bring up the pitcher, Dave McNally. 085 average, a homer, and 5 RBIs. He did have a home run in 69. Infield is going to be a double play death with runners at the corners. 4-1 Red Sox already, only in the bottom of the second. Strategy roll, nothing on the 4, nobody moves. Lonborg will pitch. Lonborg, 2-2, strikeout, got him with the 10 easily. And that is strikeout number 2 for Gentleman Jim. And now 2 outs and a chance for Buford. Buford got a base hit his first time up and scored. Can Lonborg get out of this jam? 2 men down now. Strategy, nothing on 7. Lonborg will get ready. He'll pitch. Lonborg, 1-1. That's a walk plus 10, and that 20 will walk him, and the bases are loaded. So he does walk Buford. And now it's a big chance for Merv Rettenmund. Rettenmund is 0 for 1. Fans here at Memorial Stadium once again getting excited here. The Red Sox took a big lead early, but the Orioles trying to get it back. Strategy, nothing on the 5. Lonborg looks in on Rettenmund. Fans hoping for a hit. Lonborg, 2-6. That's a blank. Rettenmund, 3-5. And it's a ground ball to short. That'll be picked up by Petroselli. He will throw to second to force out Buford, and the inning is over. Stadium groans. No runs, 2 hits, and a walk. They strand the bases loaded. It's 4-1 Red Sox after 2. We go to the top of the third. Leading off for the Red Sox will be Captain Carl Yastrzemski. He is 0 for 1. McNally, a 4-3 blank. Yes. 2-1. That's a ground out to short. That'll be handled by Belanger, and he'll toss it over. Next batter is Smith. Smith got a base hit his first time up to start the big inning for the Red Sox. McNally, 2-4 against the switch right. Strikeout got him on a 4. And that is strikeout number 2 for McNally. He does get Smith on a strikeouts on a switch right. Don't see much of that. But 2 outs now for Petrocelli. He got a double and got a couple of RBIs. McNally will go ahead and pitch. McNally, 4-2. That's at the park. Memorial Stadium, 6-6. That's a ground out to second base, handled there by Davey Johnson. He will take his time, toss it over, and retire the side. That's a good inning for Dave McNally. After giving up 4 on 5, we go to the bottom of the third. Starting off for the Orioles will be Mr. Frank Robinson. He is 0 for 1. Lonborg, a 6-5. That's at the park. Memorial Stadium getting a lot of work today. Memorial Stadium, 3-4. That's a fly ball to center, and it will be Reggie Smith making the play. Next up is Powell, and he reached on an error his first time up. Like I said, I've always seen pictures of Boog Powell, and he looked like a monster. Can anybody agree with me on that? Lonborg, 5-5. Home run result, and I don't have to even look at the 20. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball just actually clears the wall, but it's gone. Home run, Boog Powell. He gets one back. For the Orioles, it's now 4-2. And Boog Powell just absolutely destroyed that one. That was hit at Memorial Stadium. Might have landed in RFK. At RFK Stadium. Next batter is Brooks Robinson. He's 0 for 1. Lonborg will pitch. Lonborg, 2-6. That is a blank. Robinson, 4-4, and he popped out to the pitcher. Lonborg will go ahead and call for it, waving off everybody, but he'll make the catch. And now here's Hendricks. Hendricks is 0 for 1. David Vega and Clee baseball fan joins us here at Memorial Stadium. And so Boog Powell looked like a Bloody Mary in all red. Would he look like a mimosa in all orange? Probably. Lonborg, 2-2, strikeout 10, that will miss. Hendricks, 2-5, it's a single. He hits that one past second base, and Hendricks keeps the inning going. Next batter is Johnson. Johnson got a base hit his first time up. Hendricks, he'll stay where he is. Lonborg, he'll go ahead and pitch. Lonborg, 1-1. That's a walk plus 10. And believe it or not, that's not going to walk Johnson. A 10 becomes a 9. Plus 10 is 19. Johnson, 5-6, but he will get a base hit anyway. It's a single to left. Base runner 3. Single to left, -4. Hendricks has no chance to get the third. He will hold at second base. So the Orioles now trying to get some more runs. It'll bring up Belanger. Belanger got a base hit his first time up. 4-2, bottom of the third here. Could be buckling in for a shootout here. Strategy, nothing on the 8. Lonborg will pitch. Lonborg, 1-2 against the righty. Strikeout plus 10. That's a 7. Swing and a miss. Strikeout. And the inning is over. That is the third strikeout for Lonborg. 1 run, 3 hits. A solo bomb by Boog Powell. And as I said, I don't think they're going to find that ball anywhere here in the stadium. I said it may have just cleared the wall, but the power that he had, I think it might have landed in RFK Stadium somewhere. 4-2 Red Sox after 3. Top of the 4th coming up. McNally back on the mound. And Tony Canigliaro leads off for the BOS Sox. He got a base hit for his first time up. A big 2 RBI double. McNally will pitch. Single, actually. McNally, 3-2. Possible error. Canigliaro, 1-1. Ground ball to short. That ball is hit to Belanger. His error rating is an 8. That's a 3. He's going to be handcuffed. He's going to drop the ball. And Canigliaro is safe. And that is an E6. And that is the first error on the Orioles in this game. It'll bring up Scott, who went ahead and hit a 2-run bomb his first time up. Infield double play. Canigliaro, 2 stolen bases. He will stay where he is. McNally can't believe it. Does anybody here, he looks at his defense, does anybody here want to play some baseball? McNally, 2-1. Pitcher result, 10. That is too high. Scott, 3-6. It's a fly out to center field. And that will be taken care of by Merv Rettenman for the first out. 1 down. Next batter is Moses. Moses is 0 for 1. Canigliaro, and he'll stay where he is. McNally will go ahead and pitch. McNally, 3-2. Possible error. Moses, 2-4. Fly ball right field. That ball is hit to Frank Robinson. His error rating is a 3. That's a 7. He'll make the catch. Out number 2. So Moses cannot part the Red Sea on that one. It'll bring up Lonborg. Lonborg got a single his first time up. 4-2 BOS Sox, top of the 4th. Canigliaro stays where he is. McNally, 5-6, home run chance. But Lonborg has zeros. It's not happening. Lonborg, 4-6, but he gets a base hit. He'll hit it past short. Lonborg has his second hit of the game. Canigliaro will hold at second base. He does not have the speed to get to third. But now runners at first and second as Lonborg hits his second hit. Once again, Lonborg says, DH, I don't know what you guys are talking about. I don't need no stinking DH. Next up is O'Brien. O'Brien is 0 for 2. Runners at first and second. Canigliaro, Lonborg on at first. 2 men down. Strategy, nothing on the 4. McNally again in a jam here in the top of the 4th. 4-2 Red Sox. McNally, 2-6. It's a blank. O'Brien, 1-5. That's a ground out to third. That'll be handled by the vacuum cleaner. And he's going to throw to second to get Lonborg, and that will end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error. And we go to the bottom of the 4th. I don't care about location. Official petitioning MLB to have the Red Sox with the White Sox, Athletics, Rockies, and Marlins. You know the luck of the Reds. I hate to say this, Brian B. You know the luck of your Reds in that division. You know they probably wouldn't win the division in that either, right? You know your Reds' luck. Bottom of the 4th, leading off for the Blackbirds will be Dave McNally. He'll bat 0 for 1. Lonborg, 1-4, wild pitch, ball 1. 6-6, error on a grounder. McNally, 2-4, that's a ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Mike Andrews. His error rating is a 9. That's an 18. He won't make an error, and he'll throw it over for the out. One down. Next batter is Buford. Buford is 1 for 1, a single and a walk. Now, they could beat the White Sox. Anyone could beat the White Sox. My high school team could beat the White Sox. Lonborg, 3-5, hit by pitch. 20 will miss. Buford, 6-4, and it popped out to first. George Scott says he's got it, and he'll make the catch in fair territory. 2 down. And now here's Rettenmund. Rettenmund is 0 for 2. Lonborg goes ahead and pitches. 3-5, hit by pitch. 7, yep, he hit him. Plunk, ouch. Rettenmund is a 0, but Lonborg's a +9, and he will hit Rettenmund. That's the first hit batter. So Rettenmund drops down to first. It'll bring up Frank Robinson. He's 0 for 2. Rettenmund, 2 men down, 2 men out. Rettenmund on at first. He'll stay at first. Lonborg, 6-2, strikeout 10. That's too high. Robinson, 3-5, and it's a base hit past third. Will Rettenmund, will he make it to third base? No, he will hold it second. But it's a single for Robinson. He keeps the inning alive. And now, once again, the batter is Powell. Powell hit a ball that they're still looking for. His last time up, he is 1 for 2, a home run and reached on an error. Rettenmund on at second, Robinson on at first. Lonborg in some trouble here again. He will stay. Nothing will happen now. Lonborg will pitch to Powell. Lonborg, 3-2, error on a throw. Powell, 6-4. It's a ground ball to second base. That ball is hit to Mike Andrews. His error rating is a 9. That is a 9. He's going to make a throwing error, and that's going to first. And the first baseman is Scott. His error rating is a 3. His range is a 3. He doesn't prevent the ball from going past him. Rettenmund's base running rating is a 4, and he will score. Rettenmund will score, Robinson will make third, and Powell will make second. That's a huge error on Mike Andrews. Stadium cheers. Yay! That is an E4. That's going to be another error. That's going to be the second error for the Red Sox in the ball game. As unfortunately, Scott couldn't make the ball get past him, which allows the runners to get an extra base. It's now 4-3. And now here's Brooks Robinson, and Lonborg is beside himself, as he is just right now, he's squatted on the mound saying, "Come on, guys." Robinson is 0 for 2. Runners at second and third. A big-time error on Mike Andrews. Strategy roll, and nothing on the 15. Lonborg will pitch. Lonborg, 5-2. That's a range play. Robinson, 6-2. It's a power hit to right field. That's a 20. It is too high, but the right fielder is Tony Conigliaro. His range is a 1. And he makes an unbelievable catch. Side retired. And Brooks Robinson can't believe that Conigliaro made the catch. He needed a 1 and he got it. He channels his inner Greg Luzinski and makes the catch. And Brooks Robinson just tips his hat on an unbelievable play out there. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 hit batter. It's 4-3 after 4. We go to the top of the 5th. Leading off for the Red Sox will be Mike Andrews. He is 1 for 2. Andrews made the error. 2 errors for the Red Sox, 1 for the Orioles. McNally, 2-1. Pitcher result, 15 is too high. Andrews, 3-1. That's a ground out to second base. Taken care of there by Davey Johnson, and he will toss it over. Next batter is Yaz, and he is 0 for 2. McNally, he'll go ahead and pitch. McNally, 6-4 against the lefty. That's a strikeout plus 10. Yes, that gets called. 2 down. Just got him, but he does get him there. Third strikeout from McNally on an 18. Yastrzemski becomes a 21. -2 is a 19. That's an 18. They got him. And now here's Smith. Smith is 1 for 2 with a single. McNally, 1-4. That is a blank. Smith, 3-3. Base hit. That'll be a single pass short. And that keeps the inning alive. A chance now for Petrocelli. Petrocelli, 1 for 2. Had a double in the game. Smith has 7 stolen bases. He won't get any here. McNally will go ahead and pitch. McNally, 4-1, strikeout, 19 will miss. Petrocelli, 4-1, base hit. It's a single to center. Reggie Smith with 2 outs, a base runner, 5. Single to center, a 0. So a 1-5, Smith will make third, and he does. Petrocelli holds it first, and now runners at the corners suddenly. And now the batter is Canigliaro, who made that unbelievable catch in right field. He channeled his inner Greg Luzinski to make that play. Canigliaro is 1 for 2, a single, and reached on an error. Gotta go there, Greg Scarborough. Catch you later, and you keep on working on the good stuff there, sir. 2 men down, runners at the corners. And McNally, nothing will happen. Runners will stay put. McNally looking in on Canigliaro. Fans here at Memorial Stadium hoping somebody can do something here. McNally, 2-1. That's a pitcher result. The 14 is high. Canigliaro, 5-6, and he grounds out to short. That'll be picked up by Belanger. The throw will go to second to get Petrocelli, and that will retire the side. No runs, 2 hits for the Red Sox. We go to the bottom of the 5th. McNally running out of batters. He can pitch to 2 more before he tires. Lonborg can also pitch to 2 more before he tires. Bottom of the 5th inning. Leading off for the Blackbirds will be Ellie Hendricks. He is 1 for 2 with a single. Lonborg will pitch. Lonborg, 3-1. Possible error. Hendricks, 6-6. It's a ground ball to second base. Once again, it's hit to Mike Andrews. His error rating is a 9. That's a 2. It goes right through the wickets and into the outfield, and Hendricks is safe on an error. Another E4 on Mike Andrews, and that is the 3rd error on the Red Sox in this ball game. And now here's Davey Johnson, and he's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. And Lonborg gives Mike Andrews a stare. Hendricks on it first. Strategy, nothing happening. Lonborg will pitch. Lonborg, 3-4. Wild pitch, a possible pass ball on Moses. His pass ball rating is a 3. He makes the stop. Nice play. Ball 1. We'll try again. Lonborg, 1-1. That's a walk plus 10. And that 19 will just barely walk him. Ball 4. And Lonborg is mad. Johnson is a 10. -1 is a 9. But walk plus 10 makes him a 19. And now runners at first and second, no one out. And now Lonborg is tired. And he is due to bat 3rd in the 6th. Do you take him out? Here's Belanger. Lonborg is 1 for 2. Lonborg is beside himself. He cannot believe how bad his Red Sox defense has been today. And they're going to, only in the fifth inning. He pitched 104 innings pitched. So, I'm going to say they keep him in here, see if they can get out of the inning. Lonborg will stay in the game, but he is tired. Strategy roll. Nothing on the eighth. He gives up a run, I'll yank him. Lonborg will pitch. Lonborg, 5-4, strikeout 6, and cold strike 3 on Belanger. What a strikeout. Strike 3 on Belanger. That is the 4th K for Lonborg, 1 out. Now the batter is McNally, and McNally can pitch to 2 more batters before he tires. He is going to be yanked because he is going to be yanked because there's runners at first and second. They will take McNally out now, and coming on to pinch hit for the Orioles will be Paul Blair. 285 average, 26 homers, 76 RBIs. And to go ahead and take that, Jim Lonborg's going to be yanked out now because I don't think they expected to yank out McNally. So Lonborg will be taken out, and the Red Sox will go to the bullpen. And coming on to pitch for the Red Sox will be Vicente Romo. 8 wins, 10 losses, 11 saves, a 3.12 ERA. Lonborg does leave with the win, at least for now. And Vicente Romo will come on to pitch here early, here in the 5th inning. Runners at first and second, 4-3 Red Sox. Bottom of the 5th, 1 out. Blair, the pinch hitter. 285 average, 26 homers, 76 RBIs. Mostly a starter, but I guess he had the day off today. Strategy. Nothing on the 12. Romo will pitch. Romo, 4-6, strikeout 5, got him! Struck him out. Big K for Romo, 2 away. And now the batter is Buford. Buford 1 for 2, a single and a walk. Romo trying to get out of this inning here. 4-3 Red Sox, tying run at second, go ahead run at first. Strategy, nothing on the 4. Romo will go ahead and pitch. Romo, 2-2. That's a range play at the park. Memorial, 2-1. It's a ground ball to second base. That ball is hit to Mike Andrews. He's got to get this. His range is a 3. He's got it. What a play by Mike Andrews. He makes the play, and he's going to go ahead and tag second base to get Johnson out, and the inning is over. Stadium groans. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and a walk. And the Red Sox will keep it 4-3 after 5. Who was that manager that brought in Vicente Romo to pitch for the Red Sox? You don't see managing like this on those other channels. We go to the top of the 6th. Leading off for the Red Sox will be George Scott, General Patton. He is 1 for 2 with a homer. Orioles do need a pitcher. And coming on to pitch for the Orioles is going to be Orioles got a heck of a bullpen. Coming on to pitch for the Orioles is going to be Dick Hall. 5 wins, 2 losses, 6 saves, a 1.92 ERA. Hall will be the second Oriole pitcher. Top of the 6th, 4-3 Bo Sox. Hall, 6-4, blank, not tired. Scott, 1-1, fly out to right. That'll be handled by Frank Robinson for out number 1. Next batter is Moses. Moses is 0 for 2. Hall will go ahead and pitch. Hall, 6-4, that's a blank, he's not tired. Moses, 4-2. It's a base hit to left field. Moses gets himself a single to left. He decides to part the Red Sea and get himself a single. And that's his first hit of the game. Vicente Romo actually has a batting card, and he can still pitch to 5 more batters, and I think they're going to let him hit. So let's see. Not a bad hitter, but he might be there to bunt. They're going to let Vicente Romo bat here. So he will bat a 152 average and an RBI. This is the 1960s, not the 2020s. So runner, Red Sox managing, good. Orioles managing, meh. Runner at first, infield double play. Vicente Romo's probably going to lay down the bunt. Strategy roll, nothing on the 12, and he is going to bunt this ball. So the bunt is on. Hall, 1-1, error on a throw. That does matter in a bunt. That does matter in a bunt. Romo, his bunt rating is a 3. That is hit to first base. It now becomes, the corners are in, expecting that. So his bunt rating becomes a 2. And that is a 10. And that is a successful sacrifice bunt. But there is an error on a throw. So the first baseman, Boog Powell, has to collect it. Dick Hall going over there to first to cover. Boog Powell's error rating is a 4. And he throws the ball away. He throws the ball away. Holy cow. And the runners will, I think on this one, an error on a throw, which I don't get much in a bunt. I'll double check it, but I think on an error on a throw, it's a 6. So that means throwing error, still check the 1d6 range of the error throw receiver. So that would be the pitcher, Dick Hall. His range is a 1. He can't get it. That's going to be probably extra bases. Moses, a base running rating of 2. Does he go to third? No, he holds. No, he holds. Holy cow. A huge error on Baltimore. Second error on that. So that is an E3. And Dick Hall could not make the play, but Moses doesn't have any speed. He'll have to hold at second base on the error on the throw. And still, runners at first and second, and still only 1 out. I don't have that happen much to me. I don't have it have that much to me early, often. That'll bring up O'Brien. He'll come up to bat. O'Brien is 0 for 3. Second base would cover first on a bunt, not the pitcher. I've already made. You're probably right, Brian B. But I already made the call on that. So I'm just gonna say that's how it. You're probably right, Brian B. But I'm gonna say I already made the call. So I'm just gonna say that's what happened. O'Brien is the batter. Is 0 for 3. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 9. Dick Hall can't believe he got a bad throw from Boog Powell. He didn't make many errors, but he makes one there. Hall will pitch. Hall, 3-6. That's at the park. Memorial Stadium, 4-5. It's a single plus to right field that will get a run in. Moses will score automatically. Romo goes to third. O'Brien has to try for second. Base runner 4. Right fielder Robinson -1. A 1-3. He takes second base. He doesn't. He goes back to first. Stadium groans. That's an RBI single for Sid O'Brien. And it's now 5-3 Red Sox. Did I say 4-5 or 4-3? It was a 4-5, so it'd be a blank instead, right? If it's I thought I said 4-4. You sure 4-4 or 4-5, XS? It's a 4-5 is what you say I rolled? If it is, I'll check it's a blank, making a rare play. The dice say 4-5. Yes, they do. So I wonder why I look at S plus 9. All right, so let's retract. Let's do it right. So we had runners. So Brian is at the plate. Romo's on at third. And Moses was on at second. So retract upon further review. We'll do a review check. So it's a rare play instead. So we'll do a rare play with men on. So we'll do a rare play. Rare play, men on. It's a blank. 1-4. Possible catcher interference. Roll 1d20 versus catcher error rate. Less than or equal to rate interference. Error on catcher. Well, the Hendricks' error rating is a 2. That's a 9. So there's not going to be an error catcher. So we re-roll for the at-bat. Okay, we'll try again. Upon further review, the call is overturned. So we'll keep it back to 4-3 for the Red Sox. Runners at first and second. Ron McGrath joins us here at Memorial Stadium. So once again, O'Brien will try again. Runners at first and second. We'll re-roll the strategy just for the heck of it. That is a 1, but nothing will happen. Hall will go ahead and pitch. Hall, 3-2. That is a range play. O'Brien, 5-4. It's a ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Brooks Robinson. His range is a 5, but at double play, it's a 4. And it's going to get by him for a base hit. That'll be a single. Moses, however, does he have the speed to score? No, he doesn't. And the bases are loaded. Nobody was getting that ball. That'll be a base hit for O'Brien. And now the batter is Andrews. And still runners and still bases loaded. And they're going to call the infield in here to try to get the home to first double play. So Andrews is 1 for 3. Dick Hall can't believe how this inning is going. Hall can still pitch to 2 more before tiring, but he's not getting any help. So Andrews sets up strategy. Nothing on the 17. Hall will go ahead and pitch to Andrews. Hall, 1-3, strikeout 1, got him. Big K. Big K to get out Mike Andrews. It's out number 2. And now the batter is Carl. Carl is 0 for 3, but you kind of think he's due. Bases loaded. Fans here at Memorial Stadium hoping to get a big-time hit. The timeout here is I just changed that to he is there third, and actually Romo is at second. So timeout, fix that, okay. And now the bases are loaded once again. Strategy roll, nothing on the 4. Hall trying to get out Carl Yastrzemski. Fans here at Memorial Stadium hoping for a big pitch. Hall, 1-1, error on a throw. Yes! 3-4. No, it's a pop fly ball to first, and the Orioles will get out of it. Calling for it is Boog Powell. He'll make the play. Inning over. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error, and the Red Sox are unable to get anybody in due to a huge overturned replay. And we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Stadium cheers. Yay. Bottom of the 6th inning, Vicente Romo will stay on the mound. Leading off for B-More will be Merv Rettenmund. And he is 0 for 2, but got hit by a pitch his last time up. Romo will pitch. That's okay, guys. You have every right to correct me on something if I have not completed the next play. I have no problem with you guys going ahead and correcting me if I make a mistake. That's all right. But if the next play has already been done, I cannot go back. That is one rule I will allow. But since I did not roll the next play, That is why I allowed XSG2 for the replay. But you got to catch me before I roll the next play. Otherwise, it just goes as a blown umpire call. Romo, 2-3, walk plus 10. That's a 15, and that's a walk. So Romo will go ahead and walk the leadoff batter. And now to bring up the ambassador, Robinson is 1 for 3. Infield at double play. Redmond at 6 stolen bases. Not getting any here. Romo will go ahead and pitch. Romo, 5-4. That is a home run result. But you're not going to believe this. Against a righty, Robinson needs a 19. That's a 20. He just missed it. Robinson, 5-1, but he will get a base hit past second base. Redmond does have the speed. He'll easily get to third. Runners in the corners and no one out. And now the batter is Powell. Powell is 1 for 3. A home run, but reached on 2 errors. Runners at first and second. They will call the infield in. They do not want the tying run scoring. So 4-3 here. Romo will continue to pitch. Strategy roll. Nothing on. That's a 20. Romo goes ahead, fires to get Robinson. And Robinson will get back. Now Romo will pitch to Powell. Romo, 3-5. Possible error. Powell, 5-4. It's a fly ball to right field. Going after that is Tony Canigliaro. His error rating is a 4. And I don't believe it. That is a 3, and he's going to drop the ball. That is going to be an that's going to be an E9. That is the 4th error for the Red Sox in this game. Redmond will score. Robinson, a base running rating of 4. And that is a 4. And with less than 2 outs, it is a 2-base advance for him. And Powell does not have the speed. He has to stay at first. It's tied at 4. Stadium cheers. Yay! This is one ugly game. Tony Canigliaro drops the ball. His error rating is a 4. It's a 3, which is a drop. And that is the 4th error on the Red Sox. Now the batter is Brooks Robinson. And he is 0 for 3. Infield will still stay in, because now the go-ahead run is at third. And Romo cannot believe it. He will pitch to Robinson. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 4. Romo will go ahead and deal. Romo, 2-3. That's a walk plus 10. It's ball 4. The bases are loaded. He walks Robinson. Batter now is Hendricks. No lead is safe at inside pitch. So now bases loaded for Hendricks. Romo can pitch to him. He will be tired after Hendricks. They'll let him pitch. Hendricks 1 for 3, a single and reached on an error. Still keeping the infield in. Still nobody out in the bottom of the 6th. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 17. Romo will pitch. 5-2. Error on a throw. Hendricks. 3-5. Nope, that's a fly ball to left field. That ball is going to be caught by Captain Carl for out number 1. Hendricks, a sacrifice fly of 2. No, he doesn't bring in Robinson that way. Now, we can still have a throwing error. Robinson's base running rating is a 4. Yaz is a -2 arm. Now, does Robinson score on a 2? No, he doesn't, but now I got to roll for a throwing error on Yaz, and his rating is a 3. No, he won't make an error, and Robinson stays put. So that is a fly out to left field. 1 out. Batter now is Davy Johnson. Bases still loaded. Romo is now tired. They will take him out of the game. He is done. And we'll see a new pitcher for the Red Sox. And they're going to go with... Lee Stang. 6 wins, 9 losses, 3 saves, a 3.68 ERA. So Stang will now be the third Red Sox pitcher. And now Stang will pitch to Johnson. Still 1 out. Bottom of the 6th, tied at 4. You'd think there would be a whole bunch of runs in this game. Stang sets up. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 10. Stang will pitch. Stang, 1-2 against the righty. Strikeout 7. That's too high. Johnson, 1-4. It's a ground ball to second base. Now the infield is in. So 3 + 1 is a 4. Okay, so a 1-4, it's a 4-2-3 double play. They got it. Side retired. 1 run, 1 error, 1 hit, 2 walks. You kind of think Baltimore should have gotten out of it. But that is a 4-2-3 double play, but we're tied at 4 after 6, and that was one crazy inning. We go to the top of the 7th. Leading off for the Red Sox will be Reggie Smith. He is 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Dick Hall, he is tired. We'll see a new pitcher for Baltimore as he is done. And we'll see who the Orioles want to bring on to pitch. And they will go with Dave Leonard. 7 wins, 4 losses, a save, a 2.49 ERA. Leonard will be the third Oriole pitcher. Top of the 7th now, tied at 4. Leonard will go ahead and pitch. Leonard, 2-3, walk 19, that is high. Smith, 2-5, and against the righty, it's a fly out to center field. Murph Rettenman will measure that one and get it for out number 1. Next up is Petrocelli. Petrocelli, 2 for 3, a single and a double. Leonard, a 6-4, strikeout 4, and swing and a miss, struck him out. Leonard will go ahead and pick up a K. He had 37 of them in 69. And now a chance for Canigliaro. He's had a rough night. Canigliaro has definitely had a rough night. He's made 1 error, but not as bad as Mike Andrews. Andrews has made 2 errors for the Red Sox. 2 outs now. Leonard will pitch. Leonard, 4-1. That's a pitcher result. That 19 is too high. Canigliaro, 1-3. That's grounded to second base. That'll be taken care of there by Davey Johnson. And the throw goes to first. And that retires the side. 1-2-3. Go the Red Sox. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we have 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. Our next game will be tomorrow night, and I know Brian B. will not miss this one. Tomorrow night, we go back to Crosley Field for a big National League West matchup between the Atlanta Braves and the Cincinnati Reds. Pat Jarvis will be going for the Braves, and Tony Cloninger will be going for the Reds. That will be tomorrow night's game on Inside Pitch. The Braves and the Reds, and also a special programming note. We are approaching the All-Star break Friday night at 8 o'clock, the 1969 All-Star game from RFK Stadium. That will be the National League versus the American League, and that will be at 8 o'clock Friday night. I have two travel days in between, which allows me to set up the All-Star teams. So don't miss it. The 1969 All-Star game is this week. That will be Friday night at 8. Meanwhile, bottom of the seventh here, tied at 4 in a heck of a ugly game here between the Red Sox and the Orioles. Leading off for Baltimore will be Mark Belanger. He is 1 for 3. Stang will continue to pitch. Baseball with the Demos joins us here at Memorial Stadium. Stang will pitch. Stang, 5-2, walk 10. Ball 4. He does walk Belanger. So Belanger draws a walk. And will we see a pinch hitter for Leonard? Leonard actually does have a batting card, and I think he may be batting here. So let's see. Maybe letting him bat. He can pitch to 10 batters. He still has 7 left in the tank. I think Leonard's going to bat, and he will. They're probably going to bring him out to bunt. So here comes Dave Leonard to come on to bat, an .095 average, but he's there really to bunt. Infield a double play. Strategy roll. That is a 4. Belanger not getting anything, and nothing happening there. So Leonard is going to lay down the bunt. The corners are in. Stang, 5-1. That's a home run result, but of course that of course is ignored. So Leonard will go ahead and lay the bunt down, and that is bunted to first base, and he is in. So Leonard's bunt rating becomes a 1, and that is a 4. It's going to be a successful sacrifice bunt. Nice job by Leonard. Belanger will go to second. That's picked up by Scott. He throws to second base. Andrews covering, and that's 1 out. So Leonard gets the job done for the Orioles as he bats. They want to keep him in the game. This is the 1960s, not 2020. So that does go as a sacrifice hit to first to move the runner into scoring position. Batter now is Buford. Runner on at first. Runner on at second, actually. Strategy. Nothing on the 16. Belanger will go ahead and get ready to go, and Stang pitches. Stang, 2-6. That's a blank. Buford, 5-3. Base hit, pass short. That is a single. Belanger coming around third. He will score. Orioles take the lead 5-4. Stadium cheers. Yay! RBI single by Buford puts the Orioles ahead. They were down 4-1. Now they come back 5-4. No lead is safe at Inside Pitch. And who called that great managing to keep Dave Leonard in there to bunt and then get the runner at second and score? I tell you, you don't see managing like this on that channel with the cat. Next batter is Redmond. Redmond is 0 for 2. Walked and got hit by a pitch. I'm pretty sure Tabby might now be beating me up. Runner on at first. Infield is at double play depth now. 5-4 Orioles. Strategy roll. And nothing on the 14. Stang will go ahead and pitch. Stang, 3-6. That's a blank. He is not tired. Redmond, 4-5. Base hit. It's that one pass short. That's a single. Buford will hold at second base. And now the Orioles are beginning to flex their muscles here. And the batter now is Robinson. And Frank Robinson is 2 for 4. We're going to play a shot. Take when RJL pulls a Barry Horowitz about his managing prowess. I would have pitched if Reynolds and gotten a 2-run homer. Whatever. Buford on at second. Rettenmund at first. I don't know. I think you learned strategy from that other channel. Buford on at second. Rettenmund at first. Stang on the mound. 5-4. And here's Frank Robinson, 2 for 4. Strategy. Nothing on the 6. Stang will pitch. Stang. 2-4. Range play. Robinson. 5-1. That's a base hit past second. But it's a range play for Mike Andrews. He's had a rough night. His range is a 3, but he will get that one. 3, 4, 5. Shortstop pivot. Petroselli a 0. A 1-5. It's a double play. And of course, it's a 6. 2 outs. Buford and Rettenmund move up. The only play he had was the first. So a ground ball, a heck of a play by Mike Andrews, but the only play he had was to first to get the out. And that keeps the inning going for Powell. Powell has had one strange day. He is 1 for 4, but he's been on base all 4 times. He has been on base due to 3 errors. If it wasn't for the home run, Boog Powell got on base with an error every single time he got up. And I'll show it to you real quick. Here's Powell, E3, home run, E4, E9. He has been an error creator. Runners at second and third, 2 outs. Stang, he will continue to pitch, trying to get out of this inning. They're going to call the infield in. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 12. Stang will pitch. Stang, 2-3. Strikeout 8. That just missed. Powell. 4-6. And it's a ground ball to second base. Don Buford's base running rating is a 2. Do they send him? No. The throw will go to first. And actually, that's the final out of the inning anyway. That retires the side. 2 outs. I don't know why I called the infield in. It doesn't matter. Grounder to second base, inning over. 1 run on 2 hits and a walk and a sacrifice hit. But the Orioles have taken a 5-4 lead after 7. Must have had some managers from that other channel trying to mess me up. Still looking for his first cycle, huh? RJL Network, where double switches go to die. We go to the top of the 8th. Dave Leonard will continue to pitch. George Scott leads off for the Red Sox, and he is 1 for 3. He has a bomb in the game. Leonard will go ahead and deal. I've had 2 cycles. One was a natural cycle with Mike Schmidt from the 76 season. Leonard, 2-5 against a righty. It's a blank. Scott, 4-4. Ground ball to third. That'll be taken care of there by Robinson. The vacuum cleaner sucks it up and blows it over to first. 1 out. And now here's Moses. Moses is 1 for 3. Leonard, 2-4. Home run chance. Righty needs a 1. That's a 4. Just missed. Moses, 2-2. And a line out right to the shortstop. Belanger gloves it for the out. 2 away. We'll see a pinch hitter for Lee Stang as he is done. And coming on to bat for the Red Sox will be Dalton Jones. 220 average, 3 homers, 33 RBIs in 69. Leonard will pitch. Leonard, 4-4. Hit by pitch. 4. No. Dalton Jones will swing. 6-5, and he grounds it to first base. That'll be taken care of by Powell. He will run to the bag himself and end the inning. Nice job by Dave Leonard. He has done a good job in these 2 innings. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The vacuum cleaner, Brooks Robinson, leads off for the B-More. He is 0 for 3 with a walk. Red Sox need a pitcher. And they're going to go ahead and bring out the guy himself, Mr. Sparky Lyle. 8 wins, 3 losses, 17 saves, a 2.53 ERA. Lyle's job, keep it 5-4. So Robinson will go ahead and bat against Lyle. And here comes the pitch. Lyle, 5-5. That's a pitcher result. That 2 is going to be a base hit right past the pitcher. Brooks Robinson hits a single right past Lyle, and he's on base as the Orioles looking for some insurance. Robert's favorite pitcher, Pat Zachary. Yeah. Absolutely. Gotta have Pat Zachary. Gotta have Pat Zachary. I would trade Tom Seaver for Pat Zachary any day. Yeah, okay. Here's Hendricks. Hendricks is 1 for 4, a single, and reached on an error also. Insurance run on it first. That's a 20. Lyle throws to first base. Picked him off. Lyle goes ahead and throws to first and picks off Brooks Robinson. 1 out. He got him. Robinson is eliminated at first as Sparky Lyle gets him. Brooks wasn't paying attention, and now 1 down. Lyle will now pitch to Hendricks. Lyle, 3-4 against the lefty. It's a blank. Hendricks, 1-6. That's a fly ball to right field. That's a 19 against the lefty. It's just going to die out there, and it's going to be a fly out to right. That'll be caught by Canigliaro for out number 2. And now here is Johnson. And Johnson is 2 for 3, 2 singles and a walk. Lyle, he will pitch. Lyle, 3-2. Walk plus 10. That 14 will be ball 4. He will walk Johnson. So again, a runner in first. The next batter is Belanger, and he is 1 for 3, a single and a walk. Strategy rolls are still happening. Nothing on the 4. Johnson stays at first. Lyle looking in on Belanger, and Lyle will pitch. Lyle, 4-4. That's at the park. Memorial Stadium, 3-4, and that's a fly ball to center field. Reggie Smith will come under it, make the catch, and retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, a walk, and a pickoff. And the Orioles have a 5-4 lead after 8. But will we see some 9th inning magic? We go to the top of the 9th. Orioles leading 5-4 in one crazy butt game here today. Coming on to pitch for the Orioles will be their closer, and it will be Eddie Watt. 5 wins, 2 losses, 16 saves, a 1.65 ERA. Watt is going for the save. Top of the order for the Red Sox, Sid O'Brien is due to lead off. Question is, am I going to let him hit? And I think the answer is yes. So O'Brien is going to bat here against Watt. Yes, this game has had everything pretty much. 5-4 Orioles. Watt will go ahead and deal. Watt, 5-4 against the righty. That's an automatic out. And it will be a fly ball to left. And Don Buford will come under it and make the catch to 1 out. Next batter is Andrews. Andrews is 1 for 4 with a single. Watt, a 5-4 again against the righty. It's an automatic out. And that's going to be a ground out to third. That'll be picked up there by the vacuum cleaner, and he throws it over to first. 2 down. And now the last chance for the Red Sox is Captain Carl Yastrzemski. He is 0 for 4. But if Watt makes a mistake, this game is tied. 2 men down. Fans here at Memorial Stadium want to see the O's get a big win here over the Red Sox. Red Sox trail the Orioles by 7.5 in the American League East. At this time, Watt sets up against Yaz. The fans are loud. Watt will pitch. 6-3 against the lefty. It's a blank. Yes, 4-2, and it's a ground ball to short. That's going to get picked up by Belanger. He's got it. Pumps once, pumps twice, throws to first. That's your game. The Orioles were down 4-1, and they come right back and steal this game from the Red Sox 5-4. Stadium cheers. Yay! And Boston was just an absolute error machine, as they really couldn't do anything right. Nice win for the O's to beat the Red Sox tonight. But unbelievable, terrible defense by Boston. Final line score coming up. The Orioles weren't much better either. For the Orioles, 5 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors. For the Red Sox, 4 runs, 11 hits, 4 errors. They were horrible. The winning pitcher is Dave Leonard. He'll go ahead and get the win. Vicente Romo will take the loss, and Eddie Watt does pick up the save. So a nice win here for the Orioles, as they will now go to 59-30. The Red Sox drop to 51-39. So a nice done game here. But we are not done. 10-minute ticker is next. It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball. Got a lot of double headers, at least in the first day of the ticker. So it is a win for the Orioles. Let's see how the rest of the majors do today. July 13th, Cleveland at Detroit in a doubleheader. Indians 5-53, that is 4. Tigers 17-44, that is 6. Cats win the first. Indians 6-16, that is 1. Tigers 12-34, that is 4. The Tigers take both. White Sox and the Royals in a doubleheader. White Sox 6-13, 0. Royals 12-15, not much better, 2, but they get the win. Game number 2. White Sox 7-11, that's 0. Kansas City 13-46, and that is 5. Kansas City wins both. Seattle at Minnesota in a doubleheader. Pilots 9-52, and that is 5. Twins 15-15, that's 2. The Pilots take the first. Pilots 5-36, that's 3. Twins 15-36, and that is 5. They will split the twin bill. The Twins are right behind the Athletics. California at Oakland in a doubleheader. Angels 5-13, that's 0. Athletics 10-56, that is 6. Game number 2. Angels 5-66, that is 8. Athletics 13-11, that is 0. They split the twin bill. Yankees and Washington in a doubleheader. Yankees 5-13, that's 0. Senators 5-64, that is 6. Game number 2. Yankees 6-13, that is 0. Senators 8-56, that is 6. The Senators beat the Yankees twice, and that's good for the Senators. I believe that gets them, I think that, does it get them back to 500? No, it gets them back over 500. Senators weren't terrible in 69. Philadelphia and the Cubs in a doubleheader. Phillies 8-11, that's 0. Cubs 13-62, and that is 7. Game number 2. Phillies 7-66, that is 9. Cubs 15-14, and that is 2. They split a twin bill. Reds and the Astros. No doubleheaders on school nights. Reds and the Astros. Reds 14-46, and that is 6. Astros 12-51, that is 5. That game belongs to the Reds. Giants and the Dodgers. Giants 4-54 and 4 runs. Dodgers 7-51, 4 runs. That is extras. Giants roll a 2 plus 0. Dodgers roll a 1. -1 is 0. That will be a win for the Giants. Expos and the Mets in a doubleheader. Kind of think the Mets really need to win both of these. Expos 0-36, and that's 2. Mets 10-33, that's 3. The Mets get the first. Expos 6-64, and that's 6. Mets 12-66, that's 10. And the Mets will take both games from the Expos. A double happy recap, a happy double recap, I should say. Needed that. Braves and the Padres. Braves 11-55, and that is 6. Padres -2, 11-0, a win for the Bravos. Pirates and the Cardinals. In a doubleheader. This is a big doubleheader between these two. Pirates 3-42, and that is 3. Cardinals 7-15, that is 1. Pirates win the first. Pirates 11-54, and that is 6. Cardinals 7-44, that is 4. The Pirates beat the Cardinals twice. On to July 14th. Kansas City at California. Royals 7-52, and that is 5. Angels 3-66, that's 7. The Halos get the win. White Sox at Minnesota. White Sox 6-15, that's 1. Twins 12-13, that's 1. They go to extras. Both teams roll a 2. White Sox +0, Minnesota -3. That is a win for the Pale Hose. Detroit at Washington. Big series there in the American League East. Detroit 8-62. That's 6. Senators 12-61. That's 7. And the Senators will get the win. Mets and the Cubs. Another big series in the National League East. Mets 4-33, and that is 2. Cubs, however, 3-63, and that is 5. And the Cubs will get that one. Dodgers and the Astros. Dodgers 7-25, and that is 2. Astros 7-24, that is 2. They go to extras. Dodgers roll a 6, -1 is 5. Astros roll a 2, +0. That will be a win for the Dodgers. Pirates and the Expos. Pirates 15-63, and that is 8. Expos 5-56, and that is 5. And that is a win for the Pirates. On to July 15th. Cleveland at Baltimore. Cleveland 4-31, and that is 2. Orioles 10-66, that's 10. A win for the O's. Kansas City at Cali. Royals 8-44, that is 4. Angels 5-53, and that is also 4. They will go to extras. Kansas City rolls a 4 +0. California rolls a 5 +2 is 7. That will be a win for the Halos. Boston and the Yankees in a doubleheader. Red Sox 7-16, that is 1. Yankees 6-55, that is 5. Game 2. Boston 12-41, that is 4. Yankees 10-16, that is 2. And they split the twin bill. Oakland at the Pilots. Athletics 12-66, that's 10. Pilots 6-45, that's 4. A win for the A's. Detroit at Washington. Detroit 1132, and that's 3. Senators 1045, that's 5. Senators get the win. Mets and the Cubs. Mets 826, and that is 3. Cubs 855, that is 5. Well, my Mets got 2 wins in the doubleheader and gave them right back against the Cubs. Braves and the Reds in a doubleheader. Big doubleheader. Braves 1226, that is 3. Reds 1233, and that is 4. Reds get the first. Braves 835, that is 3. Reds 1231, that is 3. They will go to extras. Atlanta, boat roll of 2, Atlanta +2, Cincinnati +1. They will split the twin bill. Dodgers and the Astros. Dodgers 1262, that is 7. Astros 1156, that is 6. Another win for the Dodgers. Pirates and the Expos. Pirates 1332 and 4 runs. Expos 612, that's 0. A win for the Bucks. Padres and the Giants. Padres -355, that's 3. Giants 12-12, and that is 1. Wow. -3 beats a 12. That's a win for the Padres. That's a bad loss. Philadelphia and the Cardinals. Phillies 443, and that is 3. Cardinals 724, and that is 2. And the Phillies will beat the Cardinals. Rough night for the Redbirds. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow night will be July 16th, and we got a good matchup in Crosley Field as the Atlanta Braves take on the Cincinnati Reds. Pat Jarvis will be going for the Braves, and Tony Cloninger will be going for the Reds. Good game tomorrow night at Crosley Field, so don't miss that one. Braves and Reds, Jarvis and Cloninger, be there or be square. David Vega, Ben Witz, Baseball with the Demos, Brian B., PFLQR, XSG2, Clee Baseball Fan, Jeremy Brooks, Doug Hunt, let's see here, Ron McGrath, and Craig Scarborough, David Vega, Marlon Price, and I think I got and sports, of course, Sports Time Machine and DB. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. Subscribe if you're not done so. Make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. See you guys tomorrow night. Heck of a game here in Baltimore as the Blackbirds take the Red Sox and put them in the washing machine. Baltimore gets the win 5-4. See you tomorrow night.